Hi, I'm Ben Seeney. German naturalist Fritz Muller established an idea in the 19th century that a new technique of warding off predators had been established within different animal species. Mullerian mimicry established the idea that if a predator had learnt to evade a certain species due to their colour patterns, it might avoid a different species with the same coloration. However, in time it was discovered that though one species may benefit from copying the coloration from another species, it might also have a negative effect in the competition for food source. Coexistence of numerous species which participate in the Mullerian mimicry are also known as mimicry ring. Also depends on the balance between the negative effects of competition for food and the positive effects of deterring predators. Alexandrou and colleagues established a study to determine the similarities in traits that allow certain species to mimic one another to avoid predators. They did this by studying a group of diverse almond catfish within the Amazon River basin. Alexandrou developed a phylogenetic tree that consists of 425 catfish species in the Amazon basin. From the phylogenetic tree, they compared the similar colour patterns that were in each mimicry ring. Alexandrou and colleagues then determined the similarity found within these groups and their diets. Two metrics were established. First was how they acquired their food in the form of the shape of their snout. The second was the stable isotope ratios of carbon and nitrogen within the fish, which classed them as a herbivore or a carnivore. Once the similarities in colour patterns were observed between each mimicry ring, it was determined that in more than 90% of the groups, the species from each mimicry group were also from a phylogenetic distinct group. Results showed that species within the mimicry rings had a diverse range between each diet. These results are important in the advancements on animals in the modern world. It allows an inside view into how certain species adapt and survive. This knowledge is crucial to farmers to help form an in-depth form of knowledge on the adaptations made by certain species to ward off predators and the decrease in a certain food source. It can also help farmers in the form of culling a pest that has converged colours with another species to ward off the predators and has resulted in becoming a major prime competitor for limited resources. Mimicry between species has the ability to determine the successfulness of survival of that species in relationship to the effects of positive decline of predators and the negative interaction of the two species when competing for food. In 2011, Markos Alexandrou released an updated report that explains resource competition had a great impact on structuring the communities that are within the mimicry rings, altering the simultaneous positive and negative interactions of the different species.